Brian Roberts to join Rick and me. And Brian, I noticed you had like a little Twitter there from a fan, and you helped out the fan today.
Yeah, I got to meet a girl named Kelly today, and I got this Twitter feed a little while back that she had bought a picture at FanFest this year, and unfortunately their house caught on fire, as you see. Their garage, which was most fortunate because she said her parents and the house and everything were okay, but the picture got destroyed. And so had an opportunity to meet her down on the field today, give her a new picture to sign, and that she could take home and frame. She was a really sweet girl, and she said she became an Orioles fan because her dad's dad, so her granddad, brought her dad to Camden Yard or to Memorial Stadium a long time ago, and then they all became Orioles fans. And for some unknown reason, she chose me to follow. So it's always nice to meet people who have supported you throughout your career.
That's a great story, too, getting her another picture. It's really nice. Let's talk a little bit about Wei-Yin Chen now. He starts for Miami today. Used to pitch for the Orioles, won 46 games for the Orioles over a period of time. What are you seeing or hearing about Wei-Yin Chen now?
Well, we all know how good he was when he was here. You can see the numbers right there, 46 and 32 with a 3.7 ERA. I thought for sure when he went to Miami that those numbers were going to get even better, because he did that in a very difficult American League East, as we know, and pitching in a hitter's ballpark here in Camden Yards. He's had injury problems. I think that's really been the biggest thing for him. I talked to him down on the field actually yesterday. Myself and Chris Davis ran into him, we're talking to him, and he's had a lot of issues with his elbow over the last couple years. And when I look inside the numbers a little bit, the fastball velocity has come down, I'd say, by a mile an hour, maybe 2 miles an hour. I think he has lost some confidence in that fastball because he's not using it as much as he did when he was here, especially early on when he was here. And that's what I loved about him when he was here. He was so aggressive with his fastball. He used it a ton, and now the curveball percentage has gone up. Right. The use of the fastball has gone down a little bit, and the effectiveness of the fastball has not been as good as it was when he was an Oriole.
Well, that makes sense for me because, when a pitcher goes, he was basically a fastball pitcher, very slow, deliberate, hides the ball well, sneaky fast, one of those kind of guys who didn't look like he was throwing as hard as he really was. But once you lose the fastball and you go to the breaking ball a lot more than you do a lot more stress to the elbow. You've seen all the numbers in Major League Baseball this year about how much more of a higher percentage of all breaking balls that pitchers are throwing. They're going to pay for it in the long run by giving up miles per hour on their fastballs. If you're going to have a good fastball, you got to throw it. You got to know where to throw it. This kid knew exactly where to throw it. He was good at painting down and away to right-handers. He had a pretty good changeup from what I remember. But he didn't have to use that curveball as much while he was with the Orioles, and the numbers proved it.
No, he used the curveball a lot of times as just a get me over, get ahead pitch. And now he's trying to having to use it more as almost an out pitch, and it's just not there for him. He located so well with the fastball, as you mentioned, and that just hasn't been there. And it's disappointing to see because I really thought he was going to take off down there. It just hasn't happened.
I just wanted to ask you, I know you had to have the conversation in English. He speaks excellent English, but doesn't want to let anybody know that he does.
Yeah, he's very much like one of my old teammates, Xtra. They don't want to let you know they speak good English because then they have to talk to you guys.
Exactly, and also the interpreter loses his job.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Brian Roberts
goes up.
Brian Roberts working on the radio. We appreciate him taking some time to be with us today. He'll be with Joe Angel on 105.7 The Fan through the entire weekend.